As of today, Operation Midnight Hammer has officially transitioned from surgical aerial strikes into an active kinetic ground campaign. This escalation coincides with the expiration of the New START Treaty in February 2026. That expiration removed the last remaining nuclear verification ladders, creating a complete diplomatic blind spot between the major powers. This clock shows the current strategic threat assessment, locked at exactly 82 seconds to midnight. The loss of these safety nets is happening exactly as superpowers enter direct proximity in a hot theater. Operating in this unconstrained environment means any tactical miscalculation by ground forces carries a highly elevated probability of triggering a strategic nuclear exchange. The United States has aggressively escalated its posture, deploying the 82nd Airborne Division's Immediate Response Force and 2,500 Marines into the Middle East. Their immediate objective is a forced entry campaign to seize the Strait of Hormuz coastline and secure critical oil infrastructure, specifically Kharg Island. In response to strikes that eliminated their Army Chief of Staff and Supreme Leader, Iran's remaining command structure has authorized a Scorched Earth doctrine. They have threatened to carpet bomb their own sovereign soil to eliminate U.S. troops. That response includes active authorizations for the use of cluster munitions and maritime suicide swarms directed specifically at the USS Tripoli group. By advancing to secure the choke point and take the oil, U.S. ground forces are now trapped in a heavily contested zone with an extreme probability of a mass casualty event. This map tracks the functional closure of the Strait of Hormuz, showing commercial traffic plummeting to just 5% of its normal baseline. The immediate secondary shock, QatarEnergy declaring force majeure, instantly severing 17% of the global liquid natural gas supply. As the energy crisis worsens, Russia positions naval assets to profit from the $100 oil spike, while providing verbal support to Tehran. By aligning their military posture with these economic gains, Moscow has effectively canceled its previous neutrality. A localized military action has instantly triggered a massive global economic shock, and non-aligned superpowers are already weaponizing the fallout. Iran is simultaneously executing its regional partner punishment protocol, firing its remaining solid-fuel ballistic missiles at U.S. bases in Qatar and Bahrain. Defending against this constant bombardment rapidly depletes the U.S. Pacific Command's interceptor inventory, specifically drawing down THAAD and SM-3 systems. This chart shows U.S. interceptor reserves draining into critical territory, while China simultaneously increases its 2026 defense budget by 7%. Beijing is tracking this exact depletion rate. An exhausted U.S. Pacific inventory provides their optimal kinetic window for unification maneuvers across the Taiwan Strait. The concentrated defense expenditure required in the Middle East creates a calculable, immediate opening for adversarial expansion in the Pacific theater. Over the next 24 to 72 hours, kinetic friction will surge as U.S. forces attempt to secure the oil infrastructure and hold the choke point. Given the proximity of suicide swarms to the fleet and the desperation of a decapitated IRGC, the primary tripwires for a global exchange are now a successful strike on a U.S. carrier or a tactical nuclear demonstration. With active ground combat underway and all verification treaties expired, the diplomatic off-ramps are gone. A single miscalculation on this shoreline now connects directly to a global nuclear exchange.